Here lies the lore of the once proud league, before the corruption of chaos. Now it dates back to the end of the first age of Blood Bowl. This is where the fiercest of coaches existed, competing 3 times a week, leading to the old league's name. This is where the legends of the elders were born, and the myths of the youth exist, before the rise of chaos, before the inclusion of stunties, before the list. The domino effect that was the fall of Nat started early, after the first notice of chaos. In the 4th season of Nats in the second age of Blood Bowl, the Nurgle team took the championship. This meant nothing at the time, but as time passed and the prestige of the league grew, Papa Nurgle boasted amongst the Chaos Gods that he had been the only victor amongst them. This did not bode well amongst the other 3, for one Chaos God cannot be greater than another. So the beginning of the end began. No one can refuse the taint of chaos. If exposed long enough, even the purest himself will fall. It began with the gods promising the purest with power and fame, and the more he took, the more corrupt he became, until in the 3rd age the purest became completely corrupt, and forgot his league completely. Then each of the ravenous powers seeked out a champion to corrupt. The orcs were the first choice.
Drink. Claim your destiny. You will all be conquerors. And what, Gul'dan, must we give in return? Everything.
The orcs' will was strong, and they refused chaos and all their gifts. But there is still more that could be tainted, and chaos looked that way. First they looked towards the Bretonnian, Coach Fedoris. He was noble but bloodthirsty for a win, and gave up all he had, including his humanity, for the gift of chaos included daemonhood. All the other coaches that was tempted by chaos followed suit. Scar by Slanesh, Cadet by Zinch, and Panda by Nurgle. The corruption was so deep within the purest, he realized too late. The League was lost to chaos. If he couldn't have it, no one could. The power he had remaining, he tried to destroy the League that was Nats. And in some ways, he succeeded. In the destruction, the Hall of Champions was destroyed. The legends such as Falbkirk, Newbie, maybe Stunties, are doomed to be lost where the whispers cannot be heard from afar. What the purists didn't realize was Chaos Gods weren't finished with their game. And so came BBPN.
Pay no attention to the screaming pandas in the background. It's homework night and they really don't like homework. That is a lot of Mighty Blow. This is most definitely a killer team.
World Cup qualifying is deep. Continue here. Here we are in the Paddy division.
So right now this is a really, really close race. Even though foul the shit out of this one. I know it says Wolverine, but I doubt he has the regeneration powers.
Yeah.
I'm moving already!
Alright, I'll quit bugging you about it. So, And of course, Troll Slayers, because that's what they do. Crazy indeed. This half-time is brought to you by Tide Detergent, because now in its new liquid form, adults can be stupid too.
Bite me one more time, I'm gonna rip off your arm and beat you back to death with it. Here we have the Spanish Inquisition triumphantly returning with a win versus Monsterpocalypse 2-0, which would be Monsterpocalypse's first loss. So let's take a look at the unexpected champions of this division, not dead just yet. Let's see what their winning tactic is. And it seems like bash, bash, and more bash.
I sometimes lose, sometimes I win, but never bet against me.